Let's introduce our guest today. A special man, special to my heart. He's a proud member of the people fighting fake gurus out there. I don't know what you want to call them. It's me. I have yet to, it's Mike Winnett, it's Spencer Cornelia, it's Tom Nash, but there's a person who's just as important to that conversation.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if he would turn on his mic, please. Oh, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. James Jani.
James Jani! Welcome.
Thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Amish. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it so much.
Tell me your skin routine.
Here we go. Let me fix you up there.
I just have one thing that I use. It's just a normal. To be honest, I asked my mum for this stuff because I don't even know. It's just pretty normal things. Although to be honest, I had really bad acne. If we wind the clocks back maybe 2 years ago, it was pretty bad. But then I started washing my face day and night, and it fixed up. And now, actually, to be honest, it looks better on this webcam. It's terrible quality, but yeah.
Sometimes the webcam smooths it out. It's okay.
True.
James, first of all, hey. You're killing the game. You're a young man.
Thank you, man.
I'm happy to see these young little geniuses rise up. Guys, you don't know. I'm getting old, dude. I'm 26. Ugh.
Oh my God.
James over here, dude. You're 20 or 21 now?
Nah, 21 in April, though.
Oh my God.
Dude,
wow.
he can't even. Well, actually, you're in the UK, so you probably can have a drink. But I was about to make fun of you, dude.
In America, you can't drink.
You're
That's crazy. I know.
Wild.
You're crushing the YouTube game. 420,000 subscribers, which nice.
And when did you start exactly?
I released the first video by the end of January 27th. I think was the exact date.
January when? 27 of 20.
This year, yeah. It's been a crazy year, man.
He's gotten almost 500,000 subscribers.
Oh my God.
In what? 8 months? 9 months? Dude.
In a pandemic.
Hey, congratulations on making the rest of us look bad. Thank you for doing that, by the way.
I appreciate it.
Well, trust me. We appreciate
I would have
you.
been happy with 1,000. I even said I had on my board where I written down my goals for the year, and I said I would have been happy with 1,000 subscribers, and that would have been it. So everything that has happened up to now has just been some kind of insane roller coaster of things that I wasn't expecting at all.
You just have to enjoy it, dude. You can't predict these things. The YouTube algorithm is a beautiful, capricious beast. So when it's on your side, just enjoy the ride, dude. And
God is great.
People are saying you and I look alike.
I know. Oh my God! You know how many comments I got when the fake guru video was
your bro, dude.
Is this your brother? Is this your brother?
I didn't want to sound racist.
The answer is yes. Related? Yes, we're related by blood, and yeah.
Yeah, can we do a side-by-side comparison? Let's see, actually.
All right, Amish, I'm sorry. We're kicking you to the curb right now.
Wow, dude, that's it. The Brothers podcast now. That's it. It's
taking over this.
we got a new host.
Jani Brothers.
We got a new host. Hold on, let's crank you up.
Look at this.
Here we go.
Little bro, eh? Took my spot.
Yeah, little bro took your spot here.
This is nepotism, guys.
Chat decides.
Yeah.
What do you think, chat?
Same guy. You're I totally think you're related.
Yeah, but he's done better at what I do than I am. So I mean, he's crushing the game, dude.
It's fine, dude.
You're doing. I feel like what I really appreciate about you, James. And by the way, I hear this disembodied voice. I don't know who that is. Don't worry about that. I don't know.
Hey, settle down. You guys are brothers. Listen, tell your brother that hey, this is a community, and you got to help your brother out on the YouTubes, and that's it. This is it, man.
All right, let me reset things now that we've done the official comparison.
You guys look like brothers, man.
Yeah, that's wild,
I do see it.
Yeah, it's actually there. But James, one thing that I like about what you did and what you're doing is you do, so what I do on Coffeezilla is sort of like beat reporting. I'm taking on different things, different pieces of a topic. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, what you're trying to do, you try to present the whole topic. So what I like about your video about fake gurus, toxic self-help, is it feels like you're presenting a sweep of the entire topic what got you kind of inspired? Who inspires you, James, besides me?
Damn, man, I think
It's big bro. I mean, you know.
But there was literally a few, because I was gonna say, one of the things, right, was me doing like the fake guru video. A big part of when I started the channel, like immediately after I did the first video, I was in my head, I was like, okay, I need to make a video on this, because I've been through, I don't know, maybe we'll talk about this later, but I've been through like the rabbit hole of like the fake gurus and stuff. And that was like my first introduction to like business and entrepreneurship, was that rabbit hole. And so after the first like video, I was like, I need to make a video on this. And even before starting the channel, Stephen, I was like, I searched the term fake guru into YouTube, because I was like, because someone made videos about this, because no one was. And I imagine I was thinking like people were too scared to say something, because they were like, you know, afraid of getting some kind of like,
they do come after you.
Yeah,
they do clap back legally too sometimes. They're vicious.
Exactly. And I just searched the term fake guru, because that was the best way I thought I could describe it. And then here I see Coffeezilla, and this was like, dude, I can say it, right? I was an early fan. I saw the early fake guru video.
And like because he looks like you.
Exactly, dude.
Because he looks like you, you're like, this is me. I could do it.
Yeah, no, he definitely goes, I could do this, but better. Dude, honestly, you have to be honest. We've leveled up, dude. It's so scuffed. Back the Coffeezilla 1 and 2, I'm like in this echoey room. I didn't know what I was doing. Now we've progressed. We've gone. Yeah.
It's been sick, man. Like seeing it, because yeah, from the start, like seeing how it wasn't. No one was really talking about. Like you search any guru is a scam, and you're gonna get, you know, like the advertisements from students and whatnot. It's like it's crazy.
Make their own, I think.
Yeah, and now it's become a case of like how it grew from, I don't know when it sort of started. It was like last year, towards the end of last year, where it really kicked up. It was with you, and then Mike Winnett had his Entrepreneur Formula Exposed video, which really blew up as well. And a lot more people were talking about it. And then that was when I was like, okay, I need to make a video about this, because this is something that I've been through, and I just really need to kind of get it off my chest. And it was initially through the Coffeezilla like channel that I like got the like confidence to even do a video on it, because otherwise I was too worried I'd get like someone trying to come at me for it, which was sick, man. So I mean, in terms of inspiration, you know, big time Steven over here. But
well, dude, I mean, back at you,
big bro.
Your production value, sick. You're inspiring me too, and that's my favorite thing about the YouTube community, and even this community as like a microcosm, but even the YouTube community at large. Is, you know, we're here to inspire each other, push each other to do better and better things. I'm sure you've inspired a bunch of YouTubers to start, and they're thinking to themselves, well, I can get to 400,000 subscribers in 6 months too. Like he makes it look easy.
Inspirational. The fates can change on YouTube. You know, you just never know what could happen.
So let me ask you, what was the impetus, or you said you've been through the fake guru kind of world. For people who don't know, let's get specific. Let's do the James Jani backstory here, right? Yeah. Who'd you get into? Who'd you get ripped off by? Who were you? What were you buying? Let's hear it.
So basically, I was getting into business and entrepreneurship kind of, I'd say like beginning of last year. And it was kind of sparked by this holiday that I went on with my friends, where I basically like lost all kinds of savings that I had in my bank account. I was just like broke, and I needed to start making money. And then I started doing like the classic YouTube searching of like how to make money online and all of this stuff. I first encountered Gary Vee, who I wouldn't really consider a fake guru. I've had like mixed feelings about him in the past, but like now I'm in a stage where I do actually like what he says and the advice that he gives. But Gary Vee was talking about flipping items on eBay, which I then went on to do with a friend of mine. And then I think like that was the first time I was like making money like for myself, like properly without like a job or anything. And I really liked that. And it was like it was a feeling that I wanted to chase a little more. And that's when I got more and more into business, and I kept seeing like the ads come up of these people that are talking about, you know, the classic rhetoric of quit the 9 to 5, you don't want to be part of the rat race, laptop lifestyle, etc., whatever buzzwords you can throw out. And I started like watching more and more of their content. I was like, I guess I came in first with sort of the Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez people, and then I don't think I ever actually watched Kevin David. I'm just thinking who I.
Sam Ovens. You into Sam Ovens?
Sam Ovens. Yeah, I'd seen a bit of Sam Ovens. I think
What
it
do you
was
think
Grant.
though? As far as like, do you think he's a scam? Because I saw your video about the truth about money, and I thought I saw similarities there in his teachings, in Tim Ferriss's teachings. What do you think of that stuff? Where's the line for you where you're like,
So I think, and I think you guys would probably agree with me. It's like not my issue is not really giving advice to people or whatever it is. I think that my issue is the really deceptive marketing that's used. With these guys, like when it comes to Sam Ovens, and I've had like so many people who have said to me, "Oh, Sam Ovens is like one of the good guys. He's not like the other gurus." I mean, as far as like my research into him, it hasn't been extensive. I do remember though, like the one time, Stephen, your video where you did the whole like fake student testimonials that he had on his thing, which I thought was a bit like it gets a little shady, but. The big issue for me is the marketing of it, and specifically, I remember, dude, it was Iman Gardzi, I think that's how you pronounce it. Iman Gardzi, like had this webinar that I went through when I was going through this whole like rabbit hole, and I remember in this webinar, it's really powerful stuff. When you don't understand like what's being done, bear in mind like I came from more of like an acting background and stuff. Like I was very new to business and entrepreneurship at the time. Like when I don't understand anything that's going on, like this stuff was powerful,
compelling,
very, and it was like. Now when I look back on it, and I remember it does feed on this sense of desperation, because I was in this position, especially I was going through the webinar, I was like, I need to make this happen, man. I need to, like, for my parents, for my family, I need to make this happen.
And that's what they tell you. They go, do it for your family. Don't do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for your kids. Leave a legacy. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And they stoke that in you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they teach you how to write them. You can actually get these webinar scripts, and they even say, so Dan Locke has a training. And he says, like, don't tell them anything technical. Don't tell them anything you're going to do. This is a time to just do sad, like just to really sell a future like you're going to be rich, and say right now, you're nothing, you're poor, you're going to die tomorrow, whatever it is. Turn that up and then be like, I got the solution. All the real information has to be behind that. That's kind of how webinars are written. They all teach it too.
Yeah.
It's all the same thing.
That's how it was. And I remember this webinar, I literally, if I had the money, I would have like bought the course straight up. But what I was steering more towards when watching these guys, particularly Ty Lopez, was I was getting more into the social media marketing agency. It's not really a fad because it's, you know, there's been marketing agencies always, but I guess it's been like rebranded in the SMMA way, that I think Ty Lopez was the initial guy who started it up. And that's where I began. And I got Ty Lopez's course. Now, admittedly, I didn't buy it because I found like a pirated version of it. So thankfully, like I never lost like money on like the financial side of buying courses and whatnot. But I went through. Yeah, you know what I mean. But I went through that course, and I called my friend afterwards, another good friend of mine, and I was like, hey, like I've been thinking of, and he was also like interested in these gurus and stuff. We both watched them. I said, look, let's do this business, this social media marketing agency business, which we ended up like pursuing. Although I couldn't go like full on into it right at that moment because I was doing like a drama course throughout the year, because I was still like on the edge of whether I wanted to be like an actor or whether I was interested in business.
Are you still interested in that? Or are you like, no, you're...
Yeah, long story short, I just kind of lost my passion for it. I became far more interested in business and entrepreneurship in a way, and I guess what YouTube has done, which was partly the reason why I've continued with it, is it's allowed me to kind of combine a bunch of those skills that I've built from acting.
Sure, yeah.
You get to
but
perform.
along with, yeah, exactly. And along with like entrepreneurship and talking about subjects I'm already interested in, it's like this perfect mishmash of stuff.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and anyway, yeah, so me and my friend did a social media marketing agency thing. When we like full on went into it was when I finished up my course for the year. We were doing, it's not like we were just sitting around doing nothing. We spend like a lot of the mornings we spent building up these lists of businesses that we were going to call, and the rest of the afternoon was spent like cold calling, sending cold emails out, or trying to follow up with people that we didn't get responses from. And we basically went at this for like solidly for, I'd say, like 3 months at least of doing this. And we never got any paying client. We had one trial client who, after like the 30-day trial that we did for them, didn't like get back to us. It was like a classic one, right? You do all the work and then it's like they just ignored us. And it was at that point where we kind of decided that it was like, yeah, like it's probably time to pack it in and call it quits. But it was around this time that I also picked up it was one book, which was, and I talk about it a lot on my channel, and I'm not sponsored by MJ DeMarco or anything, but I picked up his Millionaire Fastlane book once, and I remember like hating the title because it just sounded like such a clickbait.
It's like clickbait, yeah, totally.
Yeah, and I remember reading that book, and that like was a big game changer for me, like huge. A lot of what was being said in the book was things that I was really annoyed that I haven't been told by like gurus. And I remember like vividly being angry about it, like just being like, dude, why? Even in any personal finance books that I've read,
like what?
So, for example, the idea of just solving a problem in the market and providing a solution through a business, that it wasn't phrased like this to me ever. Or the fact that you just have to provide relative value in the marketplace.
Yeah,
these ideas just weren't presented to me like that, and it felt like when I was going through the Tai Lopez, the Grant Cardone, it felt like business almost became this idea of you chase a fad, you chase the big thing that people are going towards, and the mention of value is really just never, it seems in the background.
And value is a buzzword. Honestly, it's like a meme in the guru community. They go, you got to deliver value. And
you have to provide value. What value are you providing? Sometimes they'll just talk to you and be like, if I talk with confidence, that's value provided.
Right. And if I extract money from you, that must mean that I'm delivering you value, which is how a lot of these people think that they're super ethical people, even though they're essentially stealing money from broke, desperate people. They're not actually thinking in terms of what you're talking about, which is solving a problem. That's massive. And as you said, the chasing a fad, the problem with it is by the time you hear about it, the hole in the market, the gigantic opportunity has usually passed.